Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel Pieces of Intuition, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Veta and I'm here to give you a channeled message and a reading from Spirit. Okay, so in today's reading we're going to go over what kind of blockages do you have when it comes to your goals and dreams, and how we can fix that, As per usual, I will start with a channeled message, some sort of a vision or a feeling that Spirit will send to me. Then I'm going to use mainly this deck, the Chakra Wisdom Oracle, from which we will take 4 cards representing different things. I also have my charms here. Yes, today I'm going to be casting charms. I really enjoyed it. This is so fun to me. I also have something different today, which is this teeny tiny tarot that I adore, by the way, because I love to use it when I'm traveling or outside with friends or at a party, and it's just so cute and so fun. You will see it. Probably you've seen on other tarot channels as well, but yeah, I find it very cute, so I'm not using a typical tarot today. And then I will, as usual, take out a big puzzle piece from my little chest here. I have this here about the months of the year. I was thinking maybe I can get a card to see when you will get a resolution of your blockages, but we will see if I will use this, because usually when we talk about time frames in our 3D, you have to take it with a grain of salt, because time in general in the 5D and the other dimensions doesn't work in the same way as it works in our dimension. So yeah, if it says May, for example, it can just mean May next year or in the year after, or just in general it can mean spring. Also, I want to remind you that this is a timeless reading, so whenever this reading finds you, that means now it's meant for you. And also it's a collective reading, remember that, so it's impossible all the messages to fit everyone. Take only what resonates for you. If something doesn't feel right, you can always not claim it, or if nothing feels right in this reading, then maybe this is not your reading and you can check some of the other readings I have. Okay, with that said, let's get into it. As usual, we start with opening our space with a candle and inviting only good spirits and spirits with good intentions that will help us for our highest good. We don't allow any negative influences or any misleading messages. We want only the beneficial and positive vibes. Okay, this is a safe space. Space is open. Thank you, spirits, for joining today. Thank you, viewers, for joining today. Let's begin. I will start with a channeled message. I'm hearing the wind making noise in the background. It reminds me a bit of the last reading I did, although it wasn't exactly connected to wind. In this case, it seems different. Yeah, it's like I am more sensitive to the noises around me than usual. I hear them with a lot more sharpness. And this can usually happen in cases where you have more anxiety, for example. And your anxiety sharpens your senses, so you become more sensitive, for a better word, to stimuli. So yeah, I think the message is something about overstimulation, like even the small things make you jump, like a jump scare, being triggered. It's like your nervous system is extended to its final breaking point, like the strings of a guitar. That's what I'm feeling. Tension. Like you're, you know, those meerkats, like Timon, when they're always straight up looking for the next danger that might come up. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing. Okay, that was interesting. Let's see if it is connected somehow to the reading. We'll use the Oracle, the Chakra Oracle deck. I wonder, I mean, I asked it in the previous one, should I do shuffling on screen? Whoops. Yeah. Or should I do it pre-video? I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I know some other tarot readers like to... Oh, interesting. This card is a bit about choice, but I still haven't asked the question. I will put it to the side. Let me see if you see it. We'll put it up here and we'll see if we'll use it. Okay, so the question today is for our beautiful collective. What is blocking their dreams? We will do 4 cards. The first card will represent what do you perceive as the problem to achieving your dreams. Then here we will have what would create a breakthrough for you. The third card will be about what is blocking you, because there is a difference between what you perceive and what is. And then the fourth card will be what you must do to create what you desire. Okay, let's begin. First card is what do you perceive as the problem to achieving your dreams? Okay. Then we have what would you, what will create the breakthrough? What will initiate the breakthrough? Yes, you want to come out. I'm not taking reversals, by the way, yet. Then we have what is blocking you? What is the biggest blockage? Okay, you want to come out. And then we have what you must do to create what you desire. What is the action you should take so you can achieve your dream? Okay, this is coming out not as easy. Okay. Let me just see if you see everything. No, not really. Maybe I should use a wider. 4. What do you perceive is the problem? Okay, grief. So this is a chakra deck, and as you know, each chakra has its own corresponding color. So all of the cards in this deck correspond to a different color group, which represents a specific chakra. Green is about the heart chakra. No wonder grief is here. So remember that tension that I was feeling in the channeled message, like even the small things make you jump scare. There is a possibility recently you experienced some type of a loss. It might be different for all of you though. I'm not sure what I can pinpoint as a loss. It can be from losing a person that you love to, you know, your pet or some sort of like this. So it's like you were on this path. Okay, so now I understand why this card came out. So you were on your path, minding your own business. You're a very goal-oriented person, and actually you're quite a strong person, you know. You're confident in your abilities. You've been doing your thing for a long time, and you've reached a point where you're almost at the top, you know. And then suddenly this happens. But this might have happened a long time ago. This is not something that happened recently for some of you. I feel like there is two groups here. One group is having this grief that is old grief, like from years ago, and you, because you're so hardworking and you're so focused on achieving your goals, and you know, like this woman and this child, like she's taking care of her kids or her family, or it doesn't mean that you are her, you know, it's gender neutral. But the idea is that you're always so strong and so focused and so hardworking, and in a way, that type of energy, you've used it as a coping mechanism to not think about this loss that has happened so many years ago. But from time to time, especially currently, recently, you've had drawbacks emotionally because this grief, it stays in your body. I mean, if you don't process your strong emotions, even if you wait for years and do anything possible to distract yourself from this, it will continue being there and, you know, murking the waters of your vision. So you see this woman, it's like she has two visions. You're so focused on your goal, and generally your goal looks like this. It's very clear, you know what you're doing, where you're going. But from time to time, this grief, this emotion, it's like stopping you. It's like blurring your vision. For others, this grief is something recent, a loss that you have experienced. But the question here was, what do you perceive as the problem? So it's like, the question here is, what do you perceive as the problem? You think that stopping your path, your quests, your journey to this goal is going to, to stop your quest to this goal, to grieve, is going to make you fail. That's what you perceive a problem. And that's why you continue ignoring this. And you're like in this constant swinging between the two states of being so confident and knowing what you're doing and having the clear picture, and then suddenly, bam, there is a day in which things are just not going as planned, and you feel down and low on energy, and you start remembering things from the past, something that hurt you, and you don't let yourself feel this because you think this is the problem. You think that if you stop, you will fail. But that's your perception. That's what you think. Okay, I will leave this card here actually. I'm happy that it came out. Now I understand why you have this tension. I mean, a person who has so much that they carry in their emotional body and they don't address it, it's normal to be a bit tense and jumpy. Okay, so let's see what can create breakthrough for you. Balance. Oh, yes. Do you see it well? Yes. Okay. This is not only balance, like balance between, because you see, she is also in type of a balance. You are trying to balance between your clear vision and these emotions that blur your vision. But actually, your perception that the grief that you have to feel and go through is going to make you fail is not the real thing that you should focus your energy on balancing with. Because when you carry this grief and you focus on your journey to achieve your goals, in a way, you become like with this tunnel vision. You see like a tunnel. This tunnel vision in which you ignore everything else that might trigger an emotional response in you and might get you away from the tracks. That's why we have these people here, and that's why we have this child that is asking this woman, hey, look at me, I am here for you, I know you're focused on your goals, but please, pay attention to me, I will grow up at some point. And, you know, we won't have this again where you can see me grow and learn new things. I know you're focused and I know this is how you're dealing with your grief. I know this is important to you, but you're missing out on things. And people around you, your family, your friends, they notice this. This is creating tension between you and the people around you. Actually, you have a lot of people that love you. Yeah, they love you and they want to be there for you. But you don't let them because you're so focused on closing up this grief and numbing it. You don't want to talk about it, you don't want to process it, and you have people around you that love you and care for you and they want to help you get through this. But for you, this is the problem and this is going to make you fail. But in reality, if you let yourself open to the people around you that want to help you go through this together, and instead of balancing between your big vision and this intense sad emotion, what you should balance between is this big vision and letting people in, learning again to open your heart, learning again to trust in relationships, to trust in love. Oh, this is actually a bit of a sad energy. I'm sorry. I didn't expect it to be like that. But yes, it's like you're going through, and it's strong. You might have people around you that love you so much, but you have blocked them out the same way you're blocking out your grief. You don't even realize that if you open yourself to these people, open yourself to feeling your grief, it will actually be easier for you and you won't even have to do this balancing between these two things. The clear vision and the blurry, murky vision. You don't even need to do this. You think that you will fail, that you will fall apart and you won't be able to get back from the ashes. But that's not true because you have people that will help you get out of this. And then you will be even stronger. And I think you got this. You're a strong person. You're a strong person and you haven't been through this for the first time. It's like you've been through stuff, you know? And that's why you're so strong. Because you know how to carry heavy things, how to not burden the ones who are more innocent, like this child here or this child here. I don't know, she looks like a child. But you have to understand you're also only human. Time passes, you know. This is something that you should realize. This is your breakthrough here. You have to find balance between your goal-oriented self and your emotional body in a way that is connecting you to people, not disconnecting you from people. You know, this is about connection. Okay, let's see what is blocking you. The big question. Interesting. Oh, yes, I understand. So the first thing that I see here is that this person has their eyes closed. The red chakra is usually connected to the root chakra, how we are grounding ourselves, our connection to closer to the material world, you know, to the earth. Your relationship with security and safety mainly. So, in your quest for finding stability and this type of balance that you perceive is the balance that you have to focus on, in your quest of staying secure and strong, you're actually keeping yourself blind to what is in front of you. You know, these people that love you and care about you, it's totally possible there is a person who is your soulmate, and that can be not only in a romantic way, it can be a person that deeply knows you and deeply loves you. It can be a person from your family, your mother, your aunt, but it can also totally be a romantic interest, yes. There is a person out of all of these people that you've shut yourself down for that deeply cares about you, and your refusal to see it because you're so focused on these visions here is keeping you stuck. Your heart is closed. You are too focused on creating a false sense of security. You really think that closing yourself off for this person, because it's possible, but this is not for everyone, the grief that you're experiencing can be because of losing another soulmate or a person that you had a very strong connection with, or a breakup. I mean, a soulmate can even be your pet. Even this soulmate here behind this person can be a pet. But it's different for everybody. It's like there is someone who is there and they want to help you. They're literally right behind you. They got your back. But you block yourself from seeing this. And it's interesting because we have the third eye here, we have an eye here. It's like, it's also advising you to really change the eyes, the pair of eyes that you're using in which you deduct what you should focus on. Because you see here and here, this is like two visions, you know, like the two eyes. It reminds me of, looking outside of two glasses, but one is like dirty. Yeah, it's like you need a change of pair of eyes. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's too weird to say, but it's not bad that you're doing this. Actually, quite the opposite. It's quite natural. Most people, especially in our culture, modern civilization, it's praised to keep everything to yourself, to not burden anyone, to be super independent. But we forget that people are social creatures. The way we heal and co-regulate is with other people. And when you take away the chance from someone that really deeply loves you and knows you, you take the chance from them to be there for you, this creates a big wall between you. Okay. Okay, so what you must do to create what you desire. Yes, exactly. Exactly, that's what I meant. To change your perception. This card, by the way, represents, so the story is as follows. You have this woman who opens a door and she is in this garden, but the garden looks very poorly maintained. The plants are dying. You know, it's not very nice. And then she opens another door and she goes through a corridor and she enters another garden, which looks like the same garden that she was just before in, but this one is filled with birds, with flowers, everything is blooming, everything is alive. So it's basically about change of perspective. It's like in the beginning, this woman was, you know, in the dark garden that is dying, and then when she just changed the way she looks at things, she changed the door, the entry, her path, you know, this is your path. She just changed the door, but the door is parallel. It's the same path, it's just a different corridor, different tunnel vision. That's when she found real happiness. And again, look, actually it's super amazing because your solution to your problem is still connected to the heart chakra. You got another green card here. And again, as I said here, it's all about changing the set of eyes that you're using in your situation. Instead of thinking that you have to keep balance between being strong and not showing emotions or anything so you can achieve your goal. And this goal can be anything. It can be something from career to achieving something for your family. It doesn't matter. You know, it's different for everybody. Instead of balancing between these things, you should find a balance between being open to the people that love you and removing these walls from them, from between you guys. So yeah, basically the solution is exactly what I told you several minutes ago, which is amazing. I love it. Okay, and now I'm going to use some charms and I will just cast them around and see if we have additional information for each of the topics, and I will do the same with some tiny tarot cards. Okay. Okay. And then I want to do this as well. Look at them. They're so cute. I will just take a few, maybe like this, like this. I don't know. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, so this got turned away. These are too much, I think. I will just do like this. Okay. Well, this is the heart for breakup. Heartbreak, I mean. I'm not surprised that you get it. There is a big heartbreak here. Okay, so let's see. Well, they did come out. Okay, so the heartbreak card, I will put her in the middle because it's like a general one. It just came out. Also this one, this is the Englishman code. It can have several meanings. In your case, yes, I see what we have here. I don't know if you see it on this small card. Let me just focus. Yeah, so you see how in the Three of Swords card you have these clouds and, you know, all the rain that is falling. It's a lot of sadness in this card in general. And the Englishman symbolizes different stuff, but in this case I think it's connected to his umbrella and how he tries to protect himself from the rain. It's literally the same message that I was telling you about. You think that having the umbrella above your head so you don't, you know, get the rain and the tears out and to touch you is the best solution you can have on your journey or quest to achieve your goals. But, you know, actually you just have to let yourself, let the storm pass, you know, let the rain do its thing, wash away everything that you're grieving and all the pain, and remove this umbrella. You don't need the umbrella. The umbrella is just temporary solution, and sometimes the winds can be so strong that it can break it and it doesn't work. No wonder from time to time you feel tense and jumpy and, you know, your body is responding. Then you have the Milady. This is a card of beauty and self-care, and I think. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles, which for me in this case means a gift. Okay, so I'm looking at this hand, how it's carrying the pentacle, and then I'm looking at her hand, how she's hugging this little doggy. It's giving me the sense of, like, I feel like someone is going to give you a gift in the material world, something that you can experience with your body, you can touch, and it's going to be connected to self-care. Yes. It can even be a pet, by the way. You know, someone can gift you if you lost your dog, for example, or your cat, You might receive a gift of a new baby, cat or dog, and that will help you immensely on your self-care journey, because this is about self-care and keeping yourself pretty and all in good shape. Yeah, it's a very nice card. And I also, I mean, I know she's purple, but I also think of her more in a pink way. Pink is also the color of the heart chakra. And then you have the little doggy, which again, it's super funny because we have the dog twice. Dogs are representing loyalty, friendship, and you have it on the card about what we were talking about the balance between you and your relationships in your life, letting people in. There is someone who deeply cares about you, really. And it can be also a friend, but it can be even your dog. There is someone who really wants to be there for you, and you should let them in. This is just a confirmation for that. Or maybe you are getting a dog. That would be awesome. I would love to have a dog. So if you're getting a dog, congrats. Please let me know in the comments. That's so cute. Anyway, yeah. Then you have on the road here, we have, wow. We have the, what is this? We have the Nine of Pentacles, which is about being so close to ending your journey. You're actually quite close. Yeah, you are close to ending your quest or your path. And she is actually admiring the fruits of her labor, everything that she has achieved despite these murky waters. So that's actually great. You're very close to this breakthrough. You're very close to achieving your goal, actually, which is commendable. I mean, with all this grief that you've been carrying, you've done a great job. Really, you've done a great job. Wow. Oh, wow. And you have the Nine of Cups, which is coming out below, and the King of Cups. Wow, okay. It's like it's telling you that when you reach the end of your quest, because right before the end, you will make this breakthrough and you will be able to integrate this grief and to process it properly. You know, if you do it well, you will be able to reach this Nine of Cups, because this Nine of Pentacles shows you your material achievements. But the Nine of Cups is the same energy. You're, this close to ending your journey, but you're also proud of your emotional achievements. The relationships that you've built, you will feel accomplished both in, so this is the balance that we were talking about, if you remember, the balance between your goal that you're so striving to achieve. It can be, buying your first house. It can be making a bright future for your children. It can be, finding your dream job or becoming a CEO or something like that. The balance between these material achievements and the achievement of opening up to your loved ones and letting them in, they're going to come at once. And then you have the King of Cups, which is basically approaching your emotions with responsibility and stability. You will become a master in balancing your emotions. You will be very stable and you will literally have everything that you dreamt of if you realize exactly what is blocking you and take measures. That's awesome. I'm seeing very, very, very great resolution of this whole journey. And it was a long journey, trust me. I mean, I probably because you know your own life, but yeah, that's a long one. Okay, and then with the soulmate, we have the Devil. The Devil can be about deception. Something is appearing not as it is, and it's usually dictated by our own fears. Again, I'm saying this. You are so afraid of opening up that this will literally make you fail right before the finish line. But this is an illusion that you're imagining. It's not that you're imagining it. I mean, I'm not saying that you're delusional or anything. It's totally valid what you're thinking and the way that you're approaching things, because until now, this type of approach that you've had has worked great for you. I mean, you're almost there in achieving your goal. But, you know, Spirit wants you to grow even more. Spirit wants you to feel love again. Spirit wants you to open your heart. They want you to not struggle between choosing different visions. They want you to have one vision that is clear and clean and fun and lighthearted. They want you to have everything. And for this to happen, you have to open your eyes. You have to let go of the fear, you know, these jump scares. They come from a fearful body, from a body that has accumulated so much stress and anxiety. Yeah. Okay. And then we have the feather. This is so funny. The croissant, it's like she's looking at it like she wants to eat it. And then you have this little, what is this? Emerald? I don't know. Crystal. It's like she wants to eat it. I don't know. This brings me feeling of pleasure, like, you know, the same as the self-care charm. Maybe you just need to let yourself enjoy a bit more. You know, for example, if your goal is to achieve a specific weight, you know, kilograms or something, and you're restricting yourself too much, they're telling you, let go a bit of the restraints and the grip. Enjoy yourself more, you know, not too much. Keep it a bit more mature. You know, you have the king here. But at the same time, yeah. And then you have the feather, and we have this bird here. Feathers, in this case, I feel like this is more like a sign from Spirit. And I feel like this means that you're protected. You're not alone in this. Not only not alone in this in your physical world, people around you and this person, but also Spirit has your back. That's why you have been able to achieve so much, even though you've been carrying this heartbreak and this grief with you for so long. You're not alone. And maybe that's a way that Spirit is communicating with you. Maybe they leave you feathers to find. But yeah, this is about protection. You're being protected. You're being very loved. That's awesome. Wow, amazing reading. Should I get you a month? Maybe I should. I wanted to see an estimate of the time frame when you will get this breakthrough with, you know, realizing what is really going to propel you forward in your journey, and what are the real things, the essential things you should put in these two balancing bows. Okay, so let's see. I'm curious. Oops. February. Okay, so this might mean two things. Oh, you see the wind? The wind that I was hearing in the channeling? Yeah, I still hear it anyway. This can mean a few things. This can mean that the grief that you experienced happened this year around winter. Or maybe that was the last time you got a trigger about this old grief that happened years ago. Or this might mean that in a year time, so this is a process that you will go through in a year's time. Because now it's April, but you know, I told you, it can be plus minus some months. And especially because it's a timeless reading, it can be February from when you're watching this, I don't know. So yeah, this is your card. Let me see where I can put it. I will put it here for the month. And I think that's it. Wow, that was a great reading. Oh no, wait, I forgot to get a little puzzle piece for you. As a final message, you get the lion. Okay, the lion is about strength, you know, the strength card, Leo energy, taking leadership, a leadership role, and, you know, it's up to you. It's up to you to achieve all of this and to realize this breakthrough. You are the one who has to lead the change. And this will teach you of a lot of strength, which you already have. I mean, you are filled with strength and resilience, but you know, this is going to propel you even more. This is the king of the jungle, and you have the king of cups here. This is your goal. The goal is to become a king, you know, without talking about genders. It's just the energy. But yeah, that's an awesome card to end with. And I will put it here so you can see it. And with that, I think that's it. These are all the messages I had for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm having a great time with you guys, and every single next episode that I'm doing with you and reading, it's just giving me so much insight about the collective that I'm reading for. I feel like you guys are very pure souls, very strong people. By the way, I'm feeling very strong energy from you. And I really, really hope that I manage to convey all the messages that Spirit wants to give you in a clear and fun way. Although sometimes it's not that fun, but I mean, that's it. I mean, we have to balance between everything. In any case, your reading was great. If you like this, please like it, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think. Tell me if you get a puppy or a cat or any other pet. I love animals. And yeah, it will help my channel grow for sure. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Thank you guys. Goodbye.